Hello everybody, welcome to my sewing room and welcome to Friday Sews. My name is Christine and this is Christine Sews a Lot. On Friday Sews we talk about what we're working on, what our upcoming sewing plans are, and a little bit about life. If you want to find other vloggers with a similar style, you can search the YouTube search bar for hashtag Friday Sews. So let me start off with what I'm wearing. This is the cuff top by the Assembly Line. I made this in this horrible polyester. It's only horrible because it's so hot. I hardly ever wear polyester, and this is reminding me why. I like the drape, I like the pattern. I definitely like the cuff top, but I get so hot in this I can hardly stand it. And so that's why I have not worn this very often. What have I been working on? Well, since we last talked, probably 2 weeks, at least as far as Friday Sews go, I made myself a pair of the loungewear shorts. I made a set for my sister who loves hers, and I decided I needed a pair. And I had enough of this purple double gauze to sew myself a pair, and I love the label I put on. I think it's so appropriate. Eat, sleep, sew. That's my perfect life, almost. And I really do like it. It's got pockets. This time the waistband went in just fine. I struggled the first time I made this because I made way too big of a size and I just couldn't stretch the waistband enough to get it into the shorts. I mean, I ended up being able to do it, but it was a struggle. This one went in easy peasy. I still think maybe I should have sized down and graded from the waist to the hips, but it's so comfortable for sleeping and just lounging around the house. And I'm very happy I made that. So I did that one for myself. And I have been doing, it feels like so much videoing and not a lot of sewing. I've done a mini sewing tutorial, mini series, sewing the Teagan Dress by Violette Field Threads. I'm almost finished with the dress. It's been at least a week and a half in production. And it's something I could have just sewn in a day. But with the videoing and editing, it's really stretched it out. All I have left to do, I've got the bodice here, and I will link the tutorials in the description box below and also in the end cards. But I've shown how to attach a neckband, ties, a nice neat keyhole finish. I have a tutorial for inserting an elastic casing and for doing French seams and adding pockets. This pattern does not come with pockets, but it's very easy to add side pockets. And as you can see, I have a lot of gathering to do. I had thought maybe I would just push it and finish this so I would have it to show you tonight. I'm filming on Thursday. But I decided that gathering this very long skirt would be a good project to do while I watch all the Friday Sews videos tomorrow. So it's almost complete. This is for hashtag Project Dress a Girl 2022 that Madi from @MadiSews is hosting over on Instagram. I'm going to link her information down below so that if you want to join in on this charity project, you can, and they'll have all the details. Madi does a really good job of laying things out. That will be linked below. I also sewed it in purple to support Michelle from @MichelleSewsAgain. Her challenge, Sew Purple to End ALZ 22. So I'm getting 2 of my favorite Friday Sewist projects completed with this one project. Okay, I needed a little bit of a palette cleanse. I've been doing a ton of sewing for other people, and I'm getting ready to do a little bit more, so I needed a quick project to get out of the way so that I would feel like I've sewn something, I've completed something. And I made key fobs. I made a bunch of them. Now, I had posted on my community page the question of, do you have some things that you have labeled as so precious, you've either been afraid to use it or you've been waiting for the right project, which may never come? I was that way about these rainbow key fobs. I ordered these, I believe, from Cam Snaps, and I have a table press and the dies, I was looking for my words, to install these straps. I originally bought this Tula Pink fabric as a fabric to have in my stash for lining bags or other craft projects. And it's been sitting and sitting and sitting, and it's really nice. It's fun. I like both of these, but I think this one might be my favorite pattern. I love that yellow and pink together. So that it just needs to be sewn up. So I have 8 of these that I have sewn, and I've used different levels of interfacing to decide how did I want this. And I think what I like best is this version. I use the iron-on thermal fleece, and I only have it on one side of the key fob, and it's not too stiff, not too bulky. I like this one. I also like this size because you can just slip your fingers in it and go. This size is meant to go on the wrist. I don't see myself really using this size, but I thought I could either put these in the church's Christmas sale, donate them to that, or wouldn't these be great little teacher gifts? So I'm going to bring these when I go visit my son and daughter-in-law and see if Allie would like to have some of these. And of course I can customize them for her so she can put them in the bags that she makes up for the boys' teachers. So cute. Even one of these, I think this one, I made with my youngest grandson in mind. The last time I was with the kids, we were playing one of his favorite games, which includes getting a set of keys, pretending to lock you into the toy closet, and with a, I'm gonna lock you up, and then he comes inside with a flashlight. Well, the problem is your keys could go missing. So I made him a keychain, and my father has a bunch of keys that go to nothing, so I think I'm going to fill this up and bring it to the baby when we go and visit. So those are my keychains. That was kind of instant gratification because those are minutes to make. So the next 2 things that I'm planning on making after I finish my project Dress a Girl dress are for my oldest grandson, who has a birthday coming up in just 3 weeks, I think. He loves the Hudson Pants. I know I talk about them all the time. Well, my grandkids and the Hudson Pants. That has to be my most repeated pattern. And the ironic thing is, I've not made a pair of Hudsons for myself, but each of the grandchildren have had multiple pairs. Charlie has had 3 pairs. Well, the oldest grandson told me he would really like another pair because his favorite ones didn't fit him anymore, and he loved how the fabric felt. I found this blue tiger stripe fabric on fabric.com. The pattern of this, and I think I may have shown you this fabric before, is exactly what I was looking for. I wanted a tiger stripe in blue, and I really would have liked a French terry, but this knit is the best I could do. It's really thin. It feels nice. I think he'll like this against his skin. And my thought was I could make a pair of Hudson joggers and this, the Mini Hudsons, and then a loose long sleeve top. And that way when he finishes swimming in the evening, he can put this on, or if he has a swim meet, he can be dressed. I think they're the tiger sharks. And so this looks like blue water and tiger stripes. I don't know if the Tiger Sharks swim team has an actual color, but I think this will work for it. And I think he'll be happy with it. So I need to get onto this soon. So I definitely want to finish this Project Dress a Girl dress tomorrow so I can get started on this outfit for my grandson. While I was at Joann's just looking to see what they had, I stumbled across, well, I don't know how you stumble across something you go looking for. This Pokemon fabric. Normally, I'm not a big fan of the licensed character fabric, but the grandsons are really into Pokemon. This is a Robert Kaufman, so it's actually a decent quality. And I thought I would make some storage cubes, and that'd be perfect for them to put their decks of Pokemon cards into the storage cubes. I made my friend Kathy a storage cube using horse fabric, and if I can find a photo, I'll insert it here. It came out really nice, and I think the size medium would be perfect for multiple decks of Pokemon cards, and would be something the kids would get a really big kick out of. So once I do my storage cubes and I finish the little tiger outfit, I'm gonna call a halt to sewing for other people for a while. I really feel the need to sew for myself and to make myself some things, because I want to wear my me-made clothing. And if I continue to sew for other people and not for myself, I'm just not going to build that wardrobe up. So that's what I've been working on. I've been straightening up my sewing room a little bit. One of the changes I made was in the height of this table. I'm sitting down, so you may not be able to notice as much, but I had a table at floor level and I thought I need to raise it up. And I got these bed risers to raise up the table. And oh my goodness, I think the table would have worked for Andra possibly, or Jen, but it was way too tall for me. It was great when it came to tracing out patterns, because the table's here and I could trace away very comfortably, but I could not get any purchase on cutting out my fabric with the rotary cutter. So I took the table off of those risers and I ordered a set that was 2 inches. And that's what the table's on now. I would say I think this is going to be a good height. Charlie suggested maybe I keep the tall bed risers for when I trace out a pattern, but I think I'm going to just sit down when I trace my pattern and then stand up when I'm cutting my fabric. I don't need to keep these extra bed risers, and I'm going to donate them to the thrift store. So as to what else we have been doing, we have hit the jackpot in our thrifting. Charlie and I have been trying to fill out the house. You know, when you move and you change houses, there are some things that you no longer need, and then some things that would work well in the new house. We made several purchases recently after a dry spell of looking and not finding anything. We found a table in Mount Pleasant at a consignment shop that was perfect for this area in our kitchen. And we've set up the coffee station, and I'll include a photo here. And then yesterday we went to a consignment store and we found 2 chairs. I wanted ladder back chairs. I got ladder back chairs. I found 2 rocking chairs that are perfect for the front porch. Charlie and I sat out this morning, me with my tea, Charlie with his coffee, and we rocked and enjoyed our porch. So when I looked around my house, I found quite a few things, and some of my favorite items were things that Charlie and I thrifted. So we've been enjoying doing some thrifting, looking at things to complete our home. I'm feeling very sanctimonious right now. I have prepared dinner. I've cleaned it all up. It's in the oven warming up. My hands are burning all in between my fingers, all the tiny little nicks that I've gotten from my very sharp pins. When I am talking, I move my hands and I am jabbing myself left and right. We're having stuffed poblanas tonight. Delicious. It has a chipotle sauce, and I think I was a little heavy-handed with the chipotle powder. My hands are on fire. Hopefully it will be delicious. So that's what we're up to. I have a lot of gathering to do. I'm looking forward to catching up with all of my Friday sewing friends. Until next time, I hope you have a joyful week and you find the good in all things, especially sewing. Bye.